Okay, so the computer restarted, and now we're looking at a blank screen with nothing. So this would just be maybe you know, like you just started your computer or whatever. It's always going to do this now because it's installed. So if you want to access it, you just type in. I'm not sure if it works in this or if we have to open up a notepad document. And just like magic, there comes the Argos monitoring control panel. So this is pretty cool here. You can show exactly, you can tell it exactly what you want it to record, so you can log keystrokes from the user input, and you can capture screenshots. It'll take periodically, it'll take a screenshot. You can configure those options there. We'll look at that in a second. And then you can also log which websites are visited. So if you click on the screenshot capture settings, the higher the quality, you know, the fewer the screenshots can be saved, so a matter of space, and you can choose how often to capture a screenshot. So and it says that it's not captured when the computer's idle, so something has to be going on for it to be worth capturing. Obviously you don't want a bunch of screenshots of the same thing if nothing's changed, so that option's there for that as well. So I'm gonna click cancel here if it'll let me. Okay, I don't know. And then if you wanted to stop monitoring, like say you're using the computer and you don't want to monitor yourself, you don't want to create a bunch of saved information that you don't care about because you don't need to monitor yourself, you can click it there. You can go into settings here, and you can tell it to delete stuff that's older than 30 days, so that you don't have a bunch of like old stuff that should be archived that's not relevant anymore. And you can allocate a certain amount of memory to being stored, so that you're not like bulking up on tons of information about this and using too much of your storage. So then if you want to change your password here, if you realize that your password was too common and it's like happening that it gets typed or something like that, if you used a password that you can't remember or whatever the reason is, change it there. And if you want to uninstall it, this is important here, because otherwise this is like the only way to uninstall it. If you restart your computer, you're just gonna have this running in the background again in stealth mode. So so this is this is probably the most important part. This is the log viewer. We won't really have a slew of data right now to show, because I've just been I mean, like, I just started the computer up and then launched this, but in a second I can go back and I can do some things outside of the program and then show you how it records stuff. So here you can just kind of start seeing like where it would fill stuff in. So it'll fill out like the day that it was recorded. You can go to different days to help you organize which logs you're viewing. You can see your keystrokes there, URLs from web pages that it records, and then here's a video like for screenshots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit this out, and then I'm going to just like, I don't know what I'm going to do on here. Like I'll like start a game of solitaire, and I'll visit a web page. So games. Oh, we don't have solitaire on here. Bummer. Okay, so I'm going to open up Paint, and I'm going to start Internet Explorer, and I'm doing this in a virtual machine and I don't have a slew of memory, so sorry it's so slow. And so in Paint I'm gonna draw a face. Oh, he looks cool. Okay, so there's my face in Paint, and then here's the web page that I'm visiting. Cool. So now I'm gonna go up here because I want to view my logs on that, and type hello 123, and Argos should be launching here. Maybe not. Okay, so I'm not really sure what the holdup is with the software coming up. but there we go. So you might have to try it a couple of times, I guess. I hadn't had that problem before when I was testing it myself, but nonetheless, you might have to do that. Okay, so now we're gonna do this and look at the log viewer, and we should see some data. Okay. So here, as we play through this, it kind of shows us everything together. Here's from me, like, showing you what we're looking at now. There's a screenshot of Paint and the website behind it. And as you're going, you can see the keystrokes at each event. So, like at the end here, you can see it recorded that I typed hello123 into Notepad, and then also it'll show you the URL that I was on at the time. So, hopefully that gives you an idea, and that is pretty much at my 10-minute mark. So. Hope you guys learned something from that, and there's just a basic run through of how to use the Argos monitoring software.